Jim Lohr wrote a book called The Power of Full Engagement. It's a phenomenal book. If you're feeling burned out, if you're feeling like you're a little tired of this industry, if you're feeling like you've lost your kahutzpah, this is a great, did I use that word right, by the way, Craig?
I think no, dude. The people on the call from Long Island are rolling over right now. That is not, you did not use that word, right? It's
help me.
Chutzpah.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Jack of all trades, a master of none. Inside this book, The Power of Full Engagement, he teaches us that energy, not time, is our most precious resource. In other words, I'd rather show up with full energy and engagement for 4 hours than I would a diluted version of myself for 12. It's all about the energy. So how do you show up with full energy and the word that Craig said? All right. So this idea around bookending your day, you can think of it as a defined start and a defined end. And in a bookends, in between are books. But I want you to replace this in your mind with the most important activities of your day. These are your massively important goals. Maybe this is your prospecting. Maybe this is your morning routine. Maybe this is your coaching of your kids' basketball team. These are the most important activities of your day. And there's a defined beginning and there's a defined end. And the important thing to understand is that tomorrow's energy and success depends on how you start and end your day. In other words, if there's no defined end of your day, you have no time to rest, repair, restore your energy for the next day. The people that I see burning out have no bookends to their day. They just run until they fall down, and then they wake up into their text messages, emails, and social medias, and they run on an energy of 3 out of 10 every day instead of 10 out of 10 every day. So I started to realize bookend my day or burn out and die. Those were my two options. So I created a very intentional routine around the start and end of my day. So that started with a morning routine to put myself in peak state, very similar to what Cody mentioned: hydration, vitamins, nutrition, first thing in the morning. Add mushroom coffee, and I'm going to give you a list of my supplements before we end. Sit down and have some spiritual time, whether you pray, whether you journal, whether you meditate. Find stillness and reflection. This is the most important thing to me personally. This is where I get the most amount of gain and insight, and I grow as a human going through the human experience. Then I work on my business. Then I work out. Then I cold plunge. So figure out, what is your morning routine? And if you're new to this, don't try to stack all these things and wake up at 4 a.m. like Cody. Pick a couple of them and start to bookend your day. Maybe it's just getting something healthy in your body, journaling for a few minutes, reflecting on your goals, and working on your business for a few minutes or moving your body a little bit. Just figure out what works for you to get started. And then you need to create an end bookend routine. So the evening routine for me is all about relax, detach, and restore, because I need to recharge my batteries from a 3 at the end of the day to a 10 by time I show up and, as Cody said, enter the stage the next day. So for me, this is family playtime. Last night was basketball with my son at the shed. We do pickleball. We do walks with the dogs. I have to change from business Josh to play Josh. The moment I do that, everything changes for me. My energy changes and I begin to restore, and I feel okay with not answering the phone or checking the text messages. Family dinner, family reading, early bedtime. And I'll just echo what Cody said, like, television doesn't attract success. That doesn't mean that you can't have a favorite series that you watch with your spouse, because we need some downtime. But people who are busy building an exciting life aren't that interested in watching people's lives on television. And you have dominion over this decision. Are you going to get excited about somebody else's life, or are you going to get excited about building your life? So starting place for me, if I'm starting over, I'm creating a bookend routine to start and end my day.